Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Lounging with Lisa, the video series. I don't know why I'm cracking up. That has me coming at you with thoughts of the day. I don't know, I was trying to be serious and it didn't work. I'm in the room formerly known as the Childs right now because my phone needed charged and I wanted to do a video. Because I know you can't live if living is without me. It's a beautiful day here in northwestern Pennsylvania, so I'm feeling rather frisky. And just thought I'd drop in and say a few things, probably in code language. I'm going to talk in code language for plausible deniability purposes, ladies and gentlemen. Last night I was, Piano Man is not in the country. I cannot divulge his location, though. It would be against the spy agreement that we signed together. I don't know what I'm saying. I can't divulge his location, but it's overseas, okay? One moment. I'm going to get a hold of myself. All right. And we were just going back and forth, chatting. And it's was really early in the morning there. And it was really early in the morning where he was. I won't say, because then you can get out, figure out, the time zones and what time it might have been compared to northwestern Pennsylvania local time. Anyhow, I don't know how it came up, but somehow this work till you drop thing was broached, I think by me, actually. Have you ever noticed, those of you who live here in the United States of America, I know what it was. We were talking about, just disregard that first part, we were talking about how different cultures sort of take it easy, maybe in different parts, certain times of the day and things like that, like all over the world. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly who. Mexico, maybe they take a break, or Spain and Portugal. I'm not sure. I don't remember the details, but all I know is we were talking about how different places aren't working themselves to the bone and they'll take some time off in the afternoon or whenever. I mean, tea time, isn't that something you do over across the pond? Anyhow, the point of this is that we just don't do that here, and I blame the Protestant work ethic. Now, I'm not saying I'm against work, so stop clutching pearls and galloping off and claiming, I noticed a certain segment of society, they really judge others on how much work they do, and it drives me crazy. Anyhow, I think this Protestant work ethic that has everybody really focused on work till you drop, has, in a lot of ways, more or less, I gotta think of my words carefully, overshadowed, how's that, other things, like your spiritual life. I'm not talking about religion, I'm talking about being in touch with nature, or other things along that line. Or if you are religious, I suppose, whatever that's, what I mean by spirituality is not the same as what, say, a religious person might mean, okay? I think it has overshadowed that, and some really maybe getting in touch with the esoteric, for example, and other things. And I do think, I am of the mind, and I don't care if you laugh or clutch pearls or gallop off, I don't think a lot of things are spontaneous, ladies and gentlemen. I think that there is more or less a cabal, let's just say. And they kind of set the agenda, and it trickles down, and we all follow it eventually. So those are my thoughts, and I really do think that it's a planned effort to keep people so focused. And you have to work, work, because you have to pay off hideous credit card debt, or due to the interest rates and things like that, or your house payment, or whatever the case may be. So I'm not slamming people for working, because I know some people will take it that way, because people want to be offended and clutch pearls over every little thing. It's a manufactured outrage. But what I'm saying is, I do think that Americans, and that's, I can only speak as an American because I was born here, I've never lived anywhere else, that they are groomed from day one, well, from when they can understand anything, to just focus on, what are you going to do for a living? What do you do for a living? Where are you going to work? What are you going to do after you graduate? Work, really work, work, work. You know that I never ask anybody what they do for a living. I don't. I train myself not to, because that's the first thing anybody asks you at a cocktail party. And believe me, I've been to many. Actually, I've been to some cocktail parties, but it just sounds funny. What do you do? So one time I did an experiment. I'm really rambling. I'm sorry. I did an experiment where I gave them my hobbies when they asked what I did, but it didn't work. They just kept on pressing and pressing. No, honey. I mean, where do you work? I'm just so over it. So at any rate, thoughts, feelings, and emotions over this rambling video. I don't even know how you could leave a comment. It did seem a little bit disconnected. I'm going to look at it back and see if I'll even put it up. So here I am in the room formerly known as Child's and currently known as the Lounging Production Office, with some maps behind me and things like that. And there's the garden shed that was torn down in Mother's backyard. I'm done. This is crazy. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging, while coming at you with thoughts of the day. Join me, join others, drop your political identities. Let's focus on issues, leave labels at the door, research before you judge. And remember, war is a racket. Don't take my word for it. Check out General Smedley Butler and what he had to say. Well, I'm really lounging. Okay, good night, ladies and gentlemen. All right, bye.